Hello, hope that you're having a great day. I thought you might like to see where some of your yarn comes from. This is a cotton field in West Tennessee. And whether this cotton is destined for yarn or blue jeans, I'm not exactly sure. It's pretty much your basic cotton field. There you go. Let's see if we get a close-up here. You can get a close-up of the plant. White fuzzy stuff. Thought that'd be fun to see, because today I am going to show you some knitting basics using this yarn here. It's called Cirrus Cotton. There you go. It's lovely blue swatch from the other day. This is a blend. It is 82% cotton and 18% nylon. This is a bulky weight, and this color is called Blue Meadow. So I thought you'd like to see what if you've never been in a cotton field, seen a cotton plant. There you go. Like little puffs of snow. Alright, so using this cotton yarn today, I'm going to demonstrate a few knitting basics. This is going to be about the construction of the knitting stitch. This here is my working yarn. You can see where the yarn is coming off, and then here you can see where it is leading up to the project. I just finished a knit row here, so I'm ready to turn this around onto a purl row. I will say that this video is for right-handed knitters. I am a right-handed knitter, and I will hopefully be able to grow and learn some stitches and how to do this left-handed. So I will challenge myself to do that in the future. But for today, we're just going to go with the right-handed construction basics. Again, just review, we have your basic knitting stitch here. This is stocking net on the bottom. I'm going to stretch this out so you can get a good picture of what knitting construction looks like. You can see here, these are the loops of yarn. One loop is hanging off of the next loop. You can see where they are connected on this vertical line. That's where the loops are. This is the front of the knitting loop, the knitting stitch. And we're going to turn this over and look at your basic stocking knit. This is the purl side, often called the wrong side, but it really depends on what look you're going for. Spread this out, you can see it. And this is where the back of that loop is hanging off of the loop on top of it. Let's see if we can spread that out a little bit better. Yeah, so here is where the loop, vertical, and that little hump is where the back of that loop is hanging off of the one on top of it. There you go. And so this knitting is connected in a vertical way. There you go, right there. Okay. So let's again look at some of the different stitches that we have. You can see the front of the loop, it's flat. You have the two legs coming down right here. And then we go up to the next row, and you can see that the legs are crossed. Alright, the legs are crossed. You can see, if you look at this one, two lines are beside each other, and on the next one the layer crossed over. Okay. So we have knitting through the back loop, purling through the back loop, and then we go up here, knitting through the back loop, wrapping the yarn in a clockwise manner. I'm sorry, yeah, wrapping the yarn, knitting through the front loop, sorry, with a clockwise manner, purling with a clockwise manner, and then this is knitting through the back loop with a clockwise and purling through the back loop with a clockwise. So you can see when you use the back loop and a clockwise wrap, you get again back into that same smooth stocking knit look. So let's talk about the loop. You have your needle. We have our working yarn. You have the working yarn that's coming off of the ball is going to be in back. Our project yarn, the yarn that's connected to the project, is in the front. When we have it, we cast it on. Okay, so that's a bit windy. To look like this, actually, when you're working on it. Sorry. When you cast it, yeah. And you're in the middle of your project. Again, sorry, this is right-handed. I apologize to any left-handed people. I promise I will learn how to do this left-handed. You're right-handed and you've got your stitch on the needle. You're going to have your working yarn in the back and your project yarn, the yarn that's already connected, in the front. Your stitch is going to look like this, so that when you pull it off, you want it to lay flat. That flat loop is going to have side by side, just the flat loop with your working yarn on your left hand side and your project yarn on the right, making that loop connection. This is what it looks like laying flat in your work. This is what it looks like on your needle. Okay, this is the basis for understanding front loops and back loops. Okay, so this is the front of your loop. Here's your working yarn. Here's your project yarn. This is your loop. This is the front of your loop. When it is on your needle, the front of your loop is going to be facing your left hand. Okay. That means that your back loop, the back loop, is this right here, which when it is on your needle, you will see creates this twist with your project yarn overlapping your working yarn, and it creates a twist when you work through the back loop. So again, on the needle, your project yarn, yarn that's connected to the project, your working yarn, the yarn that's coming off of your ball of yarn, your skein, laying flat the front loop with a little twist, the back loop. So when you work your project and it says into the front loop, that is coming in from this side, because again, this is the front loop. When it says coming into the back loop, that is going to be coming in from this side, the back, with the twist in the yarn. Okay. there you have it. There's front loop, back loop, the construction, so that it's going to be laying flat and open in your project. But the back loop, you're coming in through the back side. It's going to give that twist when you come off. All right, we'll be back again to do the knitting. We'll show knitting in the front loop. We'll show knitting in the back loop. All right, thanks, bye.